welcome back to BCville. Thank you for joining us today. As you might have guessed from the title on the screen, it's Greenhouse Delivery Day, courtesy of Yoder Built Greenhouses in Arkansas. I'll put a link in the description below. Please click on them and check them out. After a quick walk around of where we were going and how we were going to get there, the driver unloads his mule, the machine that will make this whole process easy. As he hooks in and starts to pull the greenhouse off the trailer, you can see how easily the machine does its job. It's a fascinating piece of gear. If you watch underneath, you can see Jesse using a remote control to actually shrink the trailer and pull it in shorter to make unloading easier. Another fascinating piece of technology. All right, time to put the back wheels on and time to get this beast off the truck. And we are off the trailer and headed for our destination. We had a little bit of worry right here, but he's coming down off a slight incline, and since we had just had 4 inches of snow, it was a bit soggy and slick. He is worried that the house was going to slip off the edge of the road, but as you'll see here in a second, it does just fine. Okay, looks like we're down off the hill, all safe and sound. It's time to kick this machine into high gear, which I think is about 1.5 miles an hour, and start heading for the destination. I'm going to speed it up to double speed here because even at double speed, it's going to take us a while to get there. So sit back and enjoy the ride. If you look off the background here, that's our poor little pond. It's about 4 foot low right now. We've been pretty dry, but hopefully this spring we'll get a couple heavy rains. It'll fill right back up. As you can see in the background here, that's the hen house. The hens, upon learning that Jessie did not in fact have mealworms, decided to stay inside where it was warm. This was the second area where Jessie was a little bit nervous about going. Again, with the melt off, the ground was soggy and water started coming out from under the tires. He was afraid he was going to dig in. He said, once it digs in, we're here till spring. So we were thankful that he made it up the hill with little or no effort at all. I think he was just trying to impress us. All right, back to normal speed here as we pull it up onto the pad and get it set up in its final positioning. There she is at the back markers, just a few more feet, and she is home. Welcome home, greenhouse. Now he's just going to set it down easy and go back to the back, take the wheels off, and she will be in place. All right, here we are around the back. He's going to lift it up just a little bit, enough to get those wheels out from under, and she'll be done. There she is, all nestled in and ready to go. Now, this is a 12 by 40 foot. I believe it's the biggest one they make. The options we went with were the standard opening vent on the front and a vent fan on the back. We didn't get any tables built on the inside. We just left it a blank slate. And we got lights and electric outlets put in also. I'll show you those here in just a second. We have 3 windows on each side for a total of 6. The floor is treated lumber, but it's unstained and unsealed. We'll do that here in a couple weeks before we start moving stuff in. You can see the outlets, and the lights that we had installed as part of the package. But again, no tables. We're going to stick our own in there. There's the powered vent fan in the back to help pull out even more if it gets too hot in there. And there she is, all nestled in with the rest of her Beastieville family. The sleeping garden, the new and the old hen house, the pond, the grumpy old man waving bye to Jesse as he heads back home. Thanks, Jesse. You did a great job. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time at Beastieville.